For the chocolate cake, you'll need 200 grams butter, 200 grams maida, 2 tablespoons vanilla essence, 5 tablespoons cocoa powder, 1 cup coffee, 200 grams sugar, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 cup curd optional, and 3 eggs. Hey, today we're going to be baking a timeless favorite chocolate cake with a chocolate ganache frosting. First, start by mixing in the butter in a nice mixing bowl. To that, I will add the sugar. Gently fold in all the ingredients till it's nice and creamy. That's the kind of texture you're looking for, fluffy and creamy. This is just about the perfect texture. Next, I'm just gonna add the vanilla essence. Gonna beat that in for a couple of minutes. To separate the eggs, hold an egg and gently using a spoon or fork, gently make a crack in the center of the egg. Carefully separate the shell into two halves, tilting it to one side. Separate the white from the yellow, something like this. Make sure none of the yolk falls into the whites. Now I'm just gonna whisk the eggs up nicely. Beat the eggs till the white becomes nice and foamy. You may use an egg beater or a fork to do so. And once it's relatively light and fluffy, you add it completely to the mixture of butter and sugar. And you fold that in till the eggs are completely mixed with the butter and sugar mixture. To that, I'm just going to add the yellow. I'm going to fold that in as well. The batter will become thick and creamy like this. I'm going to set this aside and mix the dry ingredients together. The dry ingredients involve flour, baking powder, and cocoa. I use 5 tablespoons of cocoa. You can adjust that depending on how chocolatey you want the cake to be. Gently mix all the ingredients together. I've mixed the dry ingredients so that they're nicely mixed together without traces of white flour. And now I shall mix the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients together. Remember, slowly mix them together bit by bit so that there are no lumps. And now gently fold in and mix the batter till you get a smooth dark brown mixture that looks something like this. Okay, so the next step is optional. I will be adding a cup of curd just to make it a little softer and spongier and give it a nice texture. It'll still be pretty yummy if you don't add the curd. And next, I'm gonna add 1 glass of coffee. It's instant coffee that I mixed earlier with warm water. I'm gonna just mix that in till it's nice and smooth. Try not getting any lumps formed while you mix it. And once that's done, I'm just gonna set it aside. Now that the batter is mixed, we're gonna grease the pan. For that, we need a baking dish, a stick of butter, and a little all-purpose flour. To grease the dish, you have to apply a thin layer of butter all around the dish. You may use your fingers to make sure that the edges are properly greased to prevent the cake from sticking in the crevices once baked. Once the butter has been spread, sprinkle flour into the bowl and dust the bowl with a layer of flour, something like this. Our dish is all greased and ready for the batter to be poured in. Let's take the baking dish and put it into the oven. You can preheat the oven for a while if you want. Set the timer to about half an hour or 45 minutes. And remember to check if your cake's baked, just poke it with a knife and if it comes out clean, it's ready. And now we leave that in there to bake. And now that that's done, when we come back, I'm going to show you how to make the chocolate ganache frosting. For the ganache, you'll need cooking chocolate roughly chopped and about 200 milliliters fresh cream. To make the ganache, heat the fresh cream on the stove. While the cream's on the stove, transfer the chocolate into a medium-sized bowl. Gently stir the cream on the stove till it comes to a boil. After it's boiled, add the cream to the chocolate while it's still hot. Gently mix the cream and the chocolate. The chocolate will melt and mix with the cream. Stir it continuously, flattening out the pieces of chocolate. Once the chocolate has melted, use a whisk to evenly mix the chocolate and the cream to get a thick, creamy ganache. That looks delicious. The cake looks perfectly baked. It's time to take it out of the oven. I'm just going to set it aside for 15 minutes or so to cool. To remove the cool cake from the baking dish, take a knife and gently slide it between the edge of the cake and the dish, and move it around the circumference of the dish like this. Once that's done, place a plate on top of the dish, flip it around and gently pat the bottom of the dish, and voila, the cake's ready to be iced. Here's the ganache I made earlier. It's been in the fridge for a while, so now it's thick and ready to go on the cake. To ice the cake, pour a bit of the ganache on the cake and spread it gently with a flat spatula, nicely and evenly on the top surface as well as on the sides of the cake. You can use as little or as much ganache as you like. You can just roughly spread it so that the whole surface of the cake has been covered. If you want to, you can smoothen it out and flatten it. It's all up to you. Now that the cake's all iced, it looks delicious. Let's cut a slice of this delicious looking cake and see how it is. There you go. It's so easy to make this yummy chocolate cake.